What's cracking, Jack? Welcome into No Pulp. This is your Webisode alongside John Eads. I'm Ian Unsworth. John, unfortunately, it's not the nicest of times in college football, especially when you're a head coach. 4 weeks in, seats are hot, especially below the Mason-Dixon line. Let's track back a week ago. Listen to what Cam Azier, Nick Zelaya, and Spencer Pierce had to say in the juicer.
Scott Frost just lost his job at Nebraska. Who's up next?
It has to be Jeff Collins of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets in the ACC.
Brian Harsin, you know what they're calling him at Auburn? The Harsonist, because he is a criminal for what he did to this program.
And they're bad in the bad conference.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm going to give you a point here, Cam.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm gonna give
I thought I had to argue.
I'd love to be Scott Frost. They pay you $15 million to go away. I'm sure Jeff Collins is getting something like that, but what really went wrong at Georgia Tech?
He didn't do anything. This was a bad hire to begin with, and he never did anything when he got the job. He went 3-9 in year one, won 2 conference games, went 3-7 year two. They won 3 conference games. Maybe they thought maybe they get some momentum going with that. 3-9 again after that, 2-6 in conference, then 1-3 this year with an embarrassing loss in ACC play. He brought in talent. He made this a talented roster, the 5th best in the ACC, but the coaching was terrible. The best thing that Jeff Collins did in his time in Atlanta was bring Jahmyr Gibbs to the program, and now he's at Alabama, and Collins probably getting a royalty check from the Crimson Tide as well.
Speaking of Jahmyr Gibbs in Alabama, they're going to see Auburn in a couple of weeks. Brian Harsin at Auburn surviving by the skin of his teeth. The only reason he wasn't fired is because Nathaniel Pete, Missouri's running back in last weekend's matchup, fumbled in the end zone for a touchback. Auburn wins 17-14. Harsin stays alive.
It's been a weird thing with Brian Harsin from the get-go. I mean, people said he wasn't really fit to coach at Auburn to begin with. He's a West Coast guy from Boise State. Then he had that whole fiasco in the offseason with that assistant who he may have been fooling around with. It's just been bad from the get-go.
Yeah, they need a change of culture at Auburn. It needs to happen fast. That'll wrap things up for our No Pulp Webisode with John Eads. I'm Ian Unsworth. Make sure to tune in to CitrusTV. Catch the full show on OTN or on YouTube. See you there.